My favorite memory here at Charlotte was conference tournament my sophomore year. We won the regular season that year, and we were at Rice in Houston, and we got to the semifinals. Unfortunately, we lost to North Texas, but it was just a lot of fun, and we were there all week, and it was just a lot of team bonding and just a good time.
Probably when we went to Asheville for a long weekend. We all stayed. We had kind of split up into 2 different houses, and the house we went to is much like a haunted house, and the coaches kind of just left us there for 4 days and no phones, and so it was just fun.
So my favorite memory is for sure when we got like a foot of snow and we didn't have school for a week. We got out of winter conditioning for a week, and we just sledded every single day. Got to sled on the practice field, don't tell CULLEN, but it was a blast.
My favorite memory would probably be when we went to Asheville. I believe that was my sophomore year. I guess it was for like 3 or 4 days as part of our preseason training. And there's 2 houses that the team was divided into, and the one was like a super nice cabin-looking house, and then the one that the other half of us got in looked like it had been burnt in a fire and was definitely haunted. And that was probably one of my favorite memories, just because everyone in that house, we kept getting like phone calls that were kind of sketchy, and it was actually the other half pranking us, so it was a lot of fun.
My favorite memory would be going to the conference tournament sophomore year and making it to the final or the semifinal.
My favorite memory of my time here at Charlotte is definitely winning regular season conference champs at ODU, and then the conference tournament at Rice was really fun.
Probably conference tournament sophomore year, going down to Texas and doing really well in the tournament after winning our Eastern Conference, and it was a really good weekend.
I'd have to say when we went to the conference tournament our sophomore year, when we stayed in Houston near Rice, was pretty fun. I roomed with Tori and Perry for the week, and it was a lot of fun because we had a big room with like a couch area, living room area, and I felt like living with those girls was like the funniest time of my life, and I learned a lot about them, so it was a lot of good bonding time.
Favorite road trip? Ooh, maybe Miami and Boca last year, just because, you know, we got to go to the beach. Or, I don't know, I mean, they're all fun. There's all these different things about each, but we got to go to some cool places. Actually, freshman year, when we were still in the A10, when we went to New York, that was a lot of fun as well. So.
Definitely when we went to New York City, Coach drove us into the city and dropped us off in Central Park and told us to be back in 3 hours. So we just got to explore New York. That was really, really fun.
Favorite road trip was between New York, when we got to go to the city, and Asheville. We got to stay in cabins and kind of hang out in the mountains for the week, and it was pretty cool.
I would say when he starts yelling and gets really excited, I can't understand him, and then it makes me laugh, and then I get in more trouble, so that's never good.
I guess one time he walked on the bus and, I don't know, he sang karaoke on the bus, and it was funny.
Favorite part of playing for Coach CULLEN? I'd have to say some of the times when he'd get heated against other coaches. It'd be pretty funny to watch his accent and just him get fired up. So.
My favorite part of playing for Coach CULLEN is he taught me to never give up, and I can always do better and keep bettering myself every day.
Just how hard he always pushes us and drives us, even when things aren't going well. It's always, he expects the best out of us, and he's just a really good motivator.
Favorite part of playing for him, just that he's a really good person. You know, whenever people are going through things, he's always really receptive of that, and always considers that, you know, when you might be off a performance, if you're like dealing with some personal things. He's pretty good about caring for people in that way.
I think just the team. I love the group of girls. They're a great group of friends, and it's just a big family that is going to be distant.
Definitely just playing on my home field. You know, it's like out here on the practice field today, I was like, this is one of my last times on this field out here. So that's definitely going to be an adjustment, you know, not being able to look forward to a Friday night game or, you know, a nice Sunday afternoon game. So it's going to be kind of sad and and a little bit depressing, but you know, that's growing up.
Just the team. I mean, it won't be the same seeing them outside of soccer and just kind of having the escape from real life and just all the girls on the field.
One thing I'll miss most about Charlotte is just playing with my teammates every day, and I'll miss the campus and just the environment here.
I would say like the relationships with my teammates and just like the fun, crazy laughs that we have, the inside jokes. But I definitely will keep in touch with them. I would definitely say to play each day like it's your last, because you really aren't promised another day on the field, and your time here goes really fast. And if you take it for granted, you're going to regret it.
Definitely just don't take it for granted. It's easy to be like, oh, I'll just get it next season, or oh, I'll get it next season, and then you're like, there is no next season. So just don't take it for granted and just work hard.
It goes by so fast. I mean, I remember getting told freshman year, first week, 4 years will be done before you know it, and it's crazy how fast it's gone. So just don't take anything for granted.
My one piece of advice to the players still here is that it goes by way quicker than you think, and don't take any of it for granted.
I would tell them to really value every minute they get on the field and every experience they have, just because you never know when it's going to end. It could be any day, and I just would really tell them to cherish it.
My one piece of advice would definitely be just honestly to disregard pretty much other people's opinions when it comes to being on the field to a point, and just be realistic with yourself. You know when you play well, you know when you don't, and to take when you play well, like tell yourself that you play well, you know, and be proud of that. And then when you don't, acknowledge that, and then just work on those things. And really, you're going to be the most honest person with yourself.